I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. Miles is on his way. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's good? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Today's show gonna be crazy. We're gonna be talking about why women will always disrespect weak men. Shout out to who we got in the chat. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Jaybird Got Game, Dukalex. Lawal, was popping with you, monogamous player. Rob Marine, what's going on? Who else we got up in here? Shout out to Skills Fitness, Hakeem in the building. Who else? Mark Tavius in the building. Joe Black in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Phoenix. Shout out to who also got up here? Corey 2S in the motherfucking building. Appreciate you. Kobe Lean is up in here. Scott Cheetos, Kid Frankie, Sean Exclusive is in the building. What's going on? Nick Morrison, Lloyd Matthews was popping. So we about to talk about this, and we're gonna show you a video, and it's gonna be so sad when we get to this part. But before we get into all of that, y'all already know what we got to do. Make sure that you guys go to CunninghamElements.com. Go to CunninghamElements.com. Get your soap. Get your parfum at CunninghamElements.com. Shit is fire. So make sure you guys go get your soap, get your parfum. Go to CunninghamElements.com and make that happen. Also, make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com. Make sure you do that. You feel what I'm saying? Go to shoplocario.com and get the program, What Men Wish They Knew About Women. This is fire. If you guys do not have this, I don't know what to tell you. Go to shoplocario.com, get your copy today. Also, get your online dating consultation with myself in April. All fire. Make sure you get that. Also get the Massive Game Collection. Get Master the Vetting Process. How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day ebook, audiobook, Looks Don't Matter ebook, Master Approach Women in 30 Days or Less audio program, and all the other stuff on shoplocario.com. There's a lot of game on here for y'all. I'm telling y'all, look at all this game that you guys are missing out on because you're not on shoplocario.com. So make sure that you guys go there and get that going. Also, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Right now on the Bad Boy membership, we got this program called Women Come and Go, how to stay emotionally unshaken when she walks away. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you check it out. And the one we had before that was 7 signs a woman thinks you're too good for her. And we have 9 easy ways to meet and attract women. You feel what I'm saying? We also got How to attract women who will give you gifts and money. We got all this shit on the Bad Boy membership. You feel what I'm saying? And shout out to Miles in the building. Shout out to Miles in the building. And speaking of Miles, make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Join us on the Zoom calls and all that other stuff. What's going on, Miles? How with you, man?
Chilling, man. Happy Friday. You know, I'm out here enjoying life, man. Enjoying another Friday. Things are crazy sometimes, but you know, it's like, because when you get older, there's some things that you can't hold on to. You gotta let it go when it's time to let it go. So, I appreciate y'all, man. We here, man. Shout out to you. What's going on with you, bro?
I'm chilling, man. Just out here loving life, man. Enjoying the day. You know what I mean? Because you know, guys, listen, you gotta appreciate every moment. You know what I'm saying? Because shit is crazy.
Speaking of which, on some real on my heart shit since the 80s. Rest in peace, Chuck Norris, though.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Rest in peace, Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
R.I.P. You know,
that's crazy.
You know, and it's funny because you know how they be making the memes? Because he just turned 86 the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody made a meme that said 86 just turned Chuck Norris.
Right. That's crazy.
Because Chuck Norris is the most powerful being on the face of the planet. So there's no way that Chuck Norris turned 86. You know what I'm saying? 86 turned Chuck Norris. You feel me? But shout out to Chuck Norris, man. So many movies and
off the table.
Well, my bad. I'm like pressing some shit.
and another reason why it's shout out to Chuck Norris is like he's one of the last motherfuckers that always gave masculine on camera.
Right, exactly.
Like I never ever Chuck Norris was the last nigga that ever needed to say pause.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like shout out to fucking Chuck Norris, man. That's a real nigga right there. That's I'm telling you. R.I.P. to real niggas worldwide, bro. We a dying breed. I'm telling you, we a dying breed. It's almost over. Like I feel bad for y'all little niggas, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
That's a fact. So
and real talk, that's part of the reason why I ain't having no kids, because this world isn't worthy of.
Nah, that's some real shit. That's some real shit. Hold, I'm trying to make they're saying that the PayPal donation button is acting funny. Let me refresh it and redo it. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, all right. Okay, all right.
And you feel what I'm saying? But yeah, and today we're gonna be talking about, you know, why women will always disrespect weak men. Always. So this is why you got to make sure that when you're out here doing what you do, you understand what I'm saying? That you ain't on this weak shit. You feel what I mean? Because a lot of times what happens is that when you are out here doing what you do and trying to make shit happen, right? You might, you know, just like without your knowledge, you're not even conscious of this, right? Is that you are displaying weak behaviors, weak characteristics, but it's really because you're not actually standing in your masculine identity. You're not actually doing what you want to do. You're not believing in yourself. You're not being who you want to be. You feel what I'm saying? And then the problem is that what happens is that when you end up being that type of person, shit kind of goes left because you disregard yourself as a man, right? And you get indoctrinated with a lot of bullshit when it comes to you know, interacting with women and trying to make shit happen, right? And so the thing is that you got to stand in your own shit regardless of what anybody is saying or doing, so you don't get conditioned to be a bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? But Miles, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, shit? You know, it actually reminds me of an old movie with Chuck Norris, right? And for those who are a real Chuck Norris fan and y'all around my age or older, you might have heard of this movie called Lone Wolf McQuade. And in the movie, he plays a Texas sheriff or a Texas ranger. And man, the movie was so cold, right? That he had a wife. And then he went to this little rodeo joint and saw this little Spanish joint.
Right.
And then smashed the Spanish joint. and then the Spanish joint was on some shit like, oh, I know you have a wife and da-da-da-da. And then they all ended up at the same event with his wife, the Spanish joint, and him. And his wife, she was kind of like mad. But she didn't dare like say anything. Like, that's how much of a fucking man Chuck Norris is. Even his characters was like, nigga, this is what it is. Like, I got my wife over here. I got some new bitch that I just started fucking over here. But you see, what happened was, it turns out that the new bitch was kind of like a girlfriend of the bad guy.
Right.
So that's what caused the beef between him and the bad guy was played by David Carradine. So it was some like not only are you fucking up my business, but you took my bitch too. Like, oh, it's a wrap. Like, so he fucking buried Chuck Norris alive and shit. And yo, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, he had a wolf. The nigga was so cold, he had a wolf for a dog, nigga. He had a wild wolf for a dog. Let me tell you something about Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is not your average nigga. I need y'all to know this. Go watch this movie. Go look it up. It's an old ass movie from in the 80s called Lone Wolf McQuade. Go watch that shit, bro. Y'all want to see some man shit? Go watch that shit, man. And he beat David Carradine's ass at the end of the movie. Listen, man, it's a dope ass film. But anyway, the reason why I bring that up is because it's just an example, and it just goes to show you how strong you really have to be, in this life as a man, or you're gonna get taken advantage of. You're gonna get treated like shit. And here's the thing: it's either we talk about my way or the highway. And I watched that clip. You have a short up from that podcast you did with them confused white girls. Right. I forget the name of the thing. And then the girl said some shit like, oh, this my way or the highway attitude is, and you was like, exactly, my way. And both of them was like, oh, like clutching their pearls and shit and acting like they was dumb. But again, here's the thing, man. What a lot of chicks don't understand is that it is, as a man, it is my way or the highway. And the part that women don't get, and the reason why they should shut the fuck up, right? This is the reason why they should shut the fuck up, because they talk a lot of dumb. They talk as if they have an issue with a man saying my way or the highway, right? But at the same time, if you was dealing with a man who was letting you have it your way, you would fucking disrespect him.
That's a fact.
This is why you can't listen to women. You can't fucking listen to them. You gotta if you're gonna let them talk, let them talk. Let them have their fun. But you can't really fucking listen to them. Like, listen and follow their narratives. You really can't. You just let them talk and let it be music to your fucking ears. Because as men, we should enjoy the sound of a soft voice in the background, and that's okay.
Right, exactly.
When I actually turn up the volume and actually listen and do what it says, that's when we've lost the war. You understand? This is why in like, you watch those old time movies after dinner, the men go this way and the women go that way.
Right, exactly.
We'll all have a nice dinner and, we'll talk all that cool shit. Pass the peas. Thank you. How was your day? Blah, blah, blah. But when dinner is over, unless they had maids and shit, females will go in the kitchen, put away the dishes and shit, and then go have wine on that side of the house.
Right.
And then the niggas would go get some cognac and some cigars and go to the back of the house. And speak and talk politics and shit. Right. Because we're not the same. And these are the little things in life that get lost when we start investing, or we start subscribing to this woke shit and to this new age bullshit and this rainbow shit and this pussy shit and this fucking, this is just a bunch of weakness and a bunch of nonsense, man. And you gonna show a video, correct?
Yeah. So we're gonna show a video for the actor Jerry O'Connell, and it saddens me because and guys, the PayPal link is working again at the top, and if you want to do Miles in the Game at Cash App or Venmo Hashim-Locario. It's like scrolling at the bottom, so I'll put that at the bottom so you can do that also. Just to let y'all know, because I know the link wasn't working. But anyway, it's working now. But anyway, so I'm going to show you this video. And the funny part is that this actor, Jerry O'Connell, like my dad actually knows this guy because this was years ago. For those who don't know, my dad, he has a reggae band. They do like that Bob Marley type of reggae. He would go across the country and, perform and everything. They have a reggae group called Reggaelution. And so this had to have been like 25 years ago, something like that, where I went to one of my father's, shows. And I'm like, oh shit, that's Jerry O'Connell. You know what I'm saying? He's just in the crowd. It was at Montauk, like near on the beach. Yeah. So I roll up on him. I was like, hey, what's up? And cause I'm like, I watch your movies and shit. And he was like, and then he said that he knows my dad because he would listen to his music. And I was like, oh shit. So we chopping it up and everything. So I'm like, so now to see this video of Jerry O'Connell, and I'm just like, no, not you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, not you, my nigga.
Why is this happening? You feel what I'm saying? This is crazy. Oh. And shout out to Duke Alex. He sent $10 for support. You feel what I'm saying? A free call and support. So make sure you guys take heed to that. Oh, let me turn. I'm gonna turn off the next Tiva. I'll have it on your end, so you can put it on your end.
Yeah. Okay.
So on your end. All right. So guys, call the numbers 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So make sure you guys do that. So we're gonna show this video, and in this video, he's gonna be basically talking about a bunch of fucked up shit that happened between him and his wife and him and his daughters. And it's going to show how when you're being weak, right, and you're being emasculated, this is the type of crazy fucked up shit that could happen. So let's bring this video up real quick. Hold on. And it's from Amala. I can never say this girl's last name, but we go.
Ekpanobi.
There we go.
Yeah.
So this is from the Bill Maher show, and we're gonna play this, stop this, start this, and then we're gonna talk about what's happening here. All right, let's go.
Without saying anything.
Oh, let me back.
My wife and daughters, without saying anything, became physical with me. They were filled with rage.
Actor Jerry O'Connell was recently on Club Random, Bill Maher's podcast, and he admitted that his wife and kids abused him over something he said during Trump's election.
All right, so already we off to a horrible start. Because, see, you know what the crazy part about this whole thing is too, is that because this reminds me of what we were talking about in the last show where the ladies were talking about they're not dating guys who voted for Trump or whatever. Right. And it's this thing where a lot of dudes don't have influence when they're dealing with women, right? Mm-hmm. So it's one thing when you're first talking to a chick and she's being all over the place. That's one thing. You just tell her to fuck out of here. But imagine if you're married with kids with a woman and you're still getting this type of energy from the woman. Right. That's horrible. You know what I'm saying? Horrible. Let's continue.
That's not normal. Let's talk about it. Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better. Guys, before we get into today's video, please like and subscribe. Today, we're going to be headed over to Club Random, Bill Maher's podcast, and we're going to meet actor Jerry O'Connell. Now, I recognize this man. I remember him from Stand By Me, this 1980s coming-of-age film directed by Rob Reiner that was super popular. I'm sure many of you have seen it. I also know him from Kangaroo Jack, the Scream franchise. He's been around, and he had like a peak in his career when he was really young. Things died down, and now he's back on the scene. And in being back on the scene, he decided to go on Bill Maher's Club Random podcast. And the podcast episode was not that political, but when politics did come up, some very interesting stories were told, including one where he admits that his wife and kids got physical with him over something he said during Trump's election. Let's watch.
I'm going to tell you about a bit of, I say this, will I stay married? Blow it over here.
You know, as he said. You see how he's already scared to speak his mind.
He's already scared to talk as a man. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yo, that's wild. He's like, oh my God, am I going to stay married if I say this? Like, if you even think like that,
bro,
you're in trouble.
If you're worried about your bitch leaving you, yeah, you've already lost. Like, you're done.
That's crazy. Let's go.
Hey,
sounds like you're gonna blow it over here.
The night of the election, this third one.
Yeah.
Third election. Everyone knows what I'm talking about here. I was watching late at night the returns, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't think Trump was going to win. I live in California. I didn't think he was going to win. From what I was hearing,
I didn't either.
I think he was going to win.
No,
this is where I live, you know.
No.
I said something along the lines of like, there was no planning. This is what they get. There should have been a primary. I said something along those lines, you know, like I was just spitballing ideas as to.
Let's just pause there for a second. He was just spitballing ideas. He said there was really no planning going into this. They should have run a primary. And he's saying this in reference to what happened with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, with Joe Biden being run to the very last second while everybody in the world, except some Democrats who weren't willing to admit it and were saying that he's as sharp as a tack, was saying he's incompetent. He cannot move forward. And then all of a sudden, without a primary, we get Kamala Harris. She's pushed through the ranks and they run her. And guess what? She fails because nobody in their right mind would have really wanted Kamala Harris to be president of the United States. So when he's just spitballing ideas as to why this failed for the Democratic Party, he's not wrong. So the reaction to that from his wife and daughters astounds me and is problematic for more reasons than one.
It was a shock, you know? My wife and daughters, without saying anything, became physical with me. They were filled with rage. So if I am being careful with you in how I say things, yes, I live in California. I live with not one, not two, but three people who, if I made any kind of joke, they would they become very angry with me.
Look at his face though. You see, like he like, yo,
ruthlessness of a bitch.
Like this is a grown ass man. And he sounds, you can feel the, you know what I'm saying?
Fear.
Yeah, like he sounds so weak that like I feel like I have to protect him. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like he and he's talking about his wife and his two daughters, and he's saying that they got physical, and he's not even really gonna go into what actually specifically happened.
He ain't even go into what happened.
Right.
Man, you ain't a crook, son. You just a shook one.
Right, like because I'm assuming they probably punched him or hit him or pushed him or something, right? But either way, the fact that they got physical with him is an issue.
That's crazy.
And see, the only reason why a woman would get physical with you, or to say, there's really two reasons: either she's just insane, or she thinks that you're weak. You understand what I'm saying? Or it could be both, but it's like it's usually one or the other. But and the reason why I say she's insane is because a woman has to be insane to go at a man like that, because the man could beat her ass. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to, like he said, the whole family got to catch a fade. Like she either got to be insane, meaning like you got to be insane to be a woman trying to beat a man, knowing that you get your ass kicked, or two, you think he's weak, so you feel safe enough to be physical with him.
Right.
That's wild.
Hey, do you remember this show he did when he was younger called My Secret Identity?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
And he used to use the spray cans to fly.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody in the chat remember that, or is it just me?
They too young for that. They don't know nothing about that shit. They probably don't even know who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? But this shit crazy.
Oh no. Okay. Guys, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for him. Upon watching the rest of this podcast, I feel even worse for him, and we'll get into that in just a moment. But what a poor state of mind to be in, that because of what you may face at home with your wife and 2 daughters, who he states in this podcast, his 2 daughters are, I believe, 17 years old, and his wife, I don't know, is like a model.
That's
like
Rebecca Romaine Stamos. That's the bitch, the blue bitch from X-Men.
Mystique.
Mystique, yep. The first Mystique, the first one.
Right. Kazak said people should know, including your woman, that it's dangerous to try to attack you. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, where, you know, that a lot of if this is happening, your chick thinks you're weak, but she thinks you're weak as an accumulation of your behaviors.
Man.
That's the type of shit that happens. You feel what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Mystique in X-Men. So she's got some status to her. These 3 individuals will beat you up and chastise you if you say the wrong thing or even make a joke that they believe to be in poor taste. This is not normal. Blink twice if you need help. Okay, we can get you out of the situation. And he asked at the beginning of this clip, you know, I don't know if I'm going to stay married after this. I don't know if I'm going to stay married, or should I stay married without these individuals?
Exactly. That, and see, you know, that's crazy, because imagine he's probably scared after the fact that he done said all of this. He's like, oh my God, what's going to happen when I get home when they see this? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So this is a terrible position to be in as a man, where you're scared. See, this is the thing, right? This is why it's important to understand yourself as a man and also have game, because you still, when you deal with women, you have to deal with women strategically. You understand what I'm saying? You got to deal with women in a strategic manner, because women, just like what's happening in this situation, because of the emotion, right? They could act a certain way. Right now, on the flip side, emotional men will act this way and beat women's asses, and then women got to look out for that too. But this is the difference. If a woman is in a situation where, like, you know, she's in an abusive relationship, it's kind of like she kind of has like you know, society and other people who will come to her aid in certain situations, right? When a man is in a situation where a woman is abusive, right? It's crazy, because you have to think about, damn, I'm being abused, but if I retaliate, then I'm the abuser. You understand? That's one thing. Then also, too, you got to think about all the other variables about the situation. And this is why it's important to have games so you don't get yourself into these fucked up situations. Because now he's like, damn, well, if I divorce her, you know, that's going to be a whole different issue. I got kids with the woman and all these other things combined in the situation. Right? Or based on how, and this is why I say you got to be strategic with women, based on how women operate, based on their emotions, they will create or drum up things to where because they're feeling a certain type of way, a narrative that's not actually true could come about. So for example, this is why we tell you guys to only deal with women who are cooperative and who are showing high interest in you sexually. Why? Because if you're in a situation with a woman who's being wishy-washy and you smash that chick, come back and say, I felt like I was pressured, even though you didn't actually do anything to force her, but she felt like she was forced. Why? Because she wasn't comfortable, but you knew she wasn't comfortable because she wasn't 100% cooperative. This is why you got to think about all, you got to be on some other shit when you deal with women. You can't just deal with women just all some haphazard shit. You got to always be on when you deal with women.
Right.
At all times, you got to be, because if you don't understand, you got to think 10 steps ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to take account, you got to think about a woman's feelings before she even felt the feeling. You got to already anticipate it. You got to be like, okay, if this happens, she's most likely, or she might feel this way. What does that mean if she feels this way? And how is she going to respond based on that future feeling she may have?
Right.
That's how crazy you got to be with this game. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, listen, I've been in situations where the pussy was basically thrown at me, right? I could have just, let's do this. Come here, let's make it happen. But then I'm having the conversation with the woman and she tells me something that says, hold on, I can't fuck this woman. Like the pussy is there for me. Then we having a conversation over coffee. She's like, yeah, actually I have bipolar and, what? Excuse me? Pardon me?
Check, please.
Yeah. And I was actually abused by my ex-boyfriend. Really? Oh, interesting. Well, you know what? It was great meeting you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get home safe and, text me when you get home like, nah, we're not, I ain't fucking you. We're finished. Like, you got some issues that you need to get handled. We ain't doing it. Sorry. But that's how strategic, you got to really think 10 steps ahead with these women, man.
Individuals seem to be treating you. This is not normal, Jerry. We need to have some sort of recourse within the household right here, especially as the man of the household. And I feel so bad for him that I think he's sharing these stories as a means of normalizing this reaction in regard to politics, normalizing the reaction from his wife and from his daughters. And these are not normal things to experience on any topic, let alone politics. And this is how crazy and divisive politics have become in the modern day and age, where families are separating themselves based on political disagreements. People are saying they're keeping the toxicity out of their life to protect their peace. And even worse than that, they're becoming abusive, both physically and mentally within relationships because of political takes.
Isn't it crazy how that shit happens though? It's like, you would think like, how is your relationship so weak?
Mm-hmm.
Something like politics that doesn't really directly affect your everyday life becomes a thing that infiltrates your relationship.
Right.
And the thing is that a lot of these guys are not leaders in their situation, which is why this shit happens in the first place. Because if you have a strong fucking situation, a strong bond with your woman, and she's on your team and she's listening to what you're saying and she follows your lead and she's under your structure, how the fuck is all of this other shit just deteriorating your whole thing?
Right. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy, man.
Mind you, he didn't even really give a personal political opinion about how he feels about the candidates. He simply said this is maybe where they went wrong in the Democratic Party in this election. What a strange way to react to that.
I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but I couldn't live that way. I would, whatever household or whatever situation I'm in, I say what I truly think. And if it makes you angry, I'm sorry. We'll have to work that out.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Also, too, on another side note, this is why sometimes it doesn't make sense to have certain conversations with your woman or any woman, your daughter, your aunt, because what he was trying to do was he was trying to have a objective, intellectual sort of like conversation.
Yeah.
The situation, because he's trying to explain to them like, hey, if they would have did this, then this could have probably been the outcome, blah, 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 blah. And because they're so angry, they took and right. So it's like, why am I having this conversation with you when you can't handle these types of conversations? Because this is what I know for sure about women. This is what I know for sure. You see, this has never failed. And this is why I stopped having conversations with women about certain things. When you try to have a conversation about something objectively, right?
Right.
Women always make it about them. Like you're not talking about them, but they make it about them.
Facts.
That's always going to happen. That's always going to happen. So the thing is, it doesn't make sense to try to have these sort of like conversations and go back and forth with the woman about it because she's always going to make it about her. And then she's going to feel a certain type of way.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like you could say anything that has nothing to do with her. You could be like, you know what? I read an article earlier where they were talking about, like women on dating apps think, 80% of the guys are unattractive and only they like 20% of the guys or whatever. Right. So you're just having that conversation. Right. And then so she's going to be like, oh, so what are you trying to say? You're trying to say that what women are just like superficial?
Yeah. You trying to say women are shallow?
Right. Are you saying I'm shallow? Do you think I'm shallow now? Like you see, like you didn't say nothing about her. But it goes straight to how she feels about her.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? crazy. Shout out to K-Zag said, if you don't have the proper influence in your relationship, things from the outside will influence it. This is why you have to only deal with women who have the utmost respect for you. That's a fact. That's a fact. Real talk. So let's continue this. And look at this. Bill Maher just said, look, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. This is what it is. And now look at Jerry about to counter. It's like, well, you know.
But I am not going to tuck my tail between my legs and just shut the fuck up.
You know what? This is kind of like, you know, when you're trying to shop around an idea to people and suddenly you realize like the situation you're in is not normal. This is one of those moments. It's like when you're sitting with your friends, you're like, ha, isn't it so funny that like when you ask your boyfriend for a birthday gift, that he screams at you and says your birthday's not important, and then he says he's never going to buy you anything ever? Like, isn't that fun, guys? Like, does it know your boyfriends do that? And your friends kind of go, our boyfriends don't do that. And
you know what that reminds me of? You know, when niggas be like, you know, I'm in a doghouse, bro. I have to sleep on the couch. You know how that is, right? And you're like, no, nigga.
You know how that is, right, buddy? Nah, nigga, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Sleep on the couch? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what that means. Doghouse? I'm a fucking man, nigga. I don't know what you mean.
That's crazy.
Motherfucker.
That's crazy. Man, anyway.
you need help and you need to leave him. Not that I've ever been in that situation, but I imagine a lot of people have. And it's because within your own world, this has become normalized. So you're not used to the idea that other people might see this as dysfunctional or unhealthy. And luckily, if there's one thing Bill Maher is going to do, he's going to push back on you and he's going to say, this is not normal and I would never put up with that. And we're seeing two different archetypes meet here. I think kind of like the Homer Simpson dad in Jerry O'Connell and like this unwavering kind of liberal, classical liberal bachelor in Bill Maher, who's not married, who doesn't have kids. And this is a very interesting two forces to be meeting each other in this clip.
You were dealing with when you were a child. Just sit there and don't say anything. Yeah, sit on your hands. But what happened to Rob Reiner? More of that, Jerry. More of that.
Yeah.
Where's Rob?
So basically, what Bill is saying is that game saves lives. You feel what I'm saying? Because he's like, where's Rob Reiner? And he's dead now. You know what I'm saying? Because
Rob Reiner is the guy that got killed by his wife the other day or some shit like that, right?
It was his son. His son,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, this guy's getting beat up by his daughters.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So those type of things, and shout out to Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed had a book, I think it's called The Elite Way. Yeah. And in that book, I think he had a chapter called The 7 Levels of Disrespect.
Yeah, facts.
And he basically was talking about how disrespect can escalate. You understand what I'm saying? To dangerous water. So I suggest y'all check out that book. You know what I'm saying? I was like, God damn. But anyway.
Rob Reiner's ghost when you need him to be telling you more of that.
Yeah.
Poor guy. And there's more clips that have gone viral from this podcast.
Rob Reiner's ghost to tell you. Yo.
This is crazy.
Topic about the separation of boys and girls and how wokeism has sort of come in and said that things like the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts shouldn't exist.
KZX, I just want to point out that this guy is a successful actor with a little bit of money and he is still having problems. Your status and financial success can't hide who you really are. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. And, And let's not escape the fact that you got to add this on that he's a white guy in America. You feel what I'm saying? So he should be having no problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't like to judge niggas' looks, but most people say he's a good looking dude, right? So what's the problem?
What are we missing?
Right, he got the looks, money, and status, right?
And I repeat, he's white.
He's 6'2". He got the looks, the money, and bro, he got all of this shit. What happened?
Wow. And I repeat, he's white.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, man. Like he has none of the, like he has all the things that they say you need to win.
He has no excuse. There's absolutely no fucking excuse why this nigga should be in this situation at all.
Hakeem says his jawline is on point. He's looks maxed. All of that shit. Come on, man.
Maxed. He got the complexion for the protection.
Right.
He's a celebrity.
Right. That's crazy.
What are we missing?
That's what I'm saying.
Can somebody tell me what we're missing? Because this, statistically speaking, like based on the pills and their statistics, this must be an anomaly, right?
So they needed to pass. He needed to pass their shit test. That's why. Yo, oh, this is crazy. Let's continue. This is crazy.
Should just be, I don't know, the non-binary scouts, and everybody's supposed to be available for these things, and just mix the boys and girls together. Let's watch.
There's a reason why we sometimes separate boys and girls. You know, Boy Scouts now have girls in them. I think this is ridiculous. It's called the Boy Scouts. Do you have to always be stupidly counterintuitive about everything? Girls, they also need time when they're just with girls because they can't be around these knuckleheads.
Yeah.
You look like you're angry about this.
No, I'm not angry. I'm just trying to think about it. And I'm like, this is really what I try to do. I try not to get angry about these things, Bill. Okay. And I try to think, what I was thinking was, why would they do that? And maybe it's to take away stigma of gender. I don't know.
I'll tell you why, Jerry, they do it. Because the kind of assholes who live here amongst us.
And see, you know what's funny? And this is what happens with guys who kind of like think like Jerry O'Connell is. So what he does is he a lot of times dives into the why. That's why we tell y'all to not worry about why a woman does something or why this you know what I'm saying? Because when you're focused on you and what you want to do, then what happens is that you don't care about the whys because the whys have nothing to do with your bottom line and your agenda. You understand? But when you start questioning why, then you start to seep into the other person's agenda and what the fuck they're trying to do and what they're trying to be about. And then you start to follow them. Do you see what I'm saying? See, the only person that really needs to know why is the person who's not leading. You see what I'm saying? If you're leading, you don't need to know why because you're leading and all you're focused on is are you following? Cool. If you're not following, fuck up out of here.
That's it. Yep.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Let's continue.
The kind of super woke people, they live to have themselves thought of as the good people, as the social justice warriors. So they're always looking for some new marginalized people to champion. And of course, the very thought of it is noble. And I get it. And I'm an old school liberal.
100%.
We've always been there for this.
100%.
And they take it just 10 subway stops too far
100%.
to places where it's just about making them feel like they're doing something. And you know what? You're not Rosa Parks. You're not anybody who's doing anything. You're just like trying to be this sort of social justice warrior. And there's no war that needs to happen here. Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, there's no hate crime happening.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And it's so interesting to watch these two people have a conversation. And I don't want to come off as like I'm attacking Jerry O'Connell in this whole experience. I do feel bad for him in watching this. And he seems to be just this ever accommodating, kind of so open-minded that the brain kind of falls out in regard to some of these things.
He's the accommodating. You know what I'm saying? See, and listen, there's nothing wrong with being open-minded. You understand what I'm saying? The issue is that you don't want to be open-minded to the point where you are not focused on what you're focused on. You see what I'm saying? That you're being susceptible to what other people are trying to implant into you. They're trying to condition you to be a certain way. They're trying to sort of move you off your square and sort of get you, going in a certain direction. You see what I'm saying? That's the issue with a lot of this stuff right here. You feel what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. And in my perspective, being open-minded means you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That don't mean you're going to make me do what you want me to do.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Or make me fall in line with whatever the fuck you doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm minded, meaning that I accept that you're different from me, and it's like, okay, well, I support you to have the freedom to do what the fuck you want to do. So all you rainbow folks doing a bunch of shit that I would never fucking do, have at it.
Right.
And
Exactly.
then kill yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But when you cross the line of interfering with my life or telling me that I need to I need to change my whole language game and use pronouns that that are not incorrect to me and all this other dumb shit, or believe something that is not actually realistic and absolute.
Right.
That's where it's not, at that point, it's not about being open-minded. It's about having boundaries and fucking standards.
Exactly.
And that's what men have naturally. That's why this whole fucking new age society is trying to diminish masculinity.
Mm-hmm.
Because masculinity naturally brings fucking standards and boundaries, and they don't want that.
Right.
Because standards and boundaries require responsibility.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? Like if I draw a line in the sand and you cross that fucking line, I'm gonna have to do something to you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Figuratively speaking, whatever. I'm not promoting no violence and nothing like that. I'm just saying
mm-hmm.
There's gonna be some type of consequence of crossing my boundary and breaking my standard.
Mm-hmm.
There's always some type of boundary, and that's what these fucking weak ass, bitch ass, woke ass motherfuckers don't like.
Right.
They don't like responsibility. They don't like consequence.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why all of it is feminine. That's why it's the opposite of fucking masculine.
Right.
Because all of these fucking boss bitches, all of them want to be boss bitches. They want to wear fly, business suits and make 6 figures and fly around the place. But none of them don't want to do what it takes to fucking, like, if their business get into trouble and they have to do something to keep the business afloat, they don't want to deal with that part. They don't want to deal with the stress of owning and running a fucking business.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They just want to deal with the glamour part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a boss bitch. I run the company. I do this. I do that. But when shit gets stressful, when shit start hitting the fucking fan, you run to a fucking man to console you.
Yeah, being a boss is not glamorous at all. Like at all. I don't know why niggas be thinking that shit, bro. I don't know why niggas be thinking, because they see all the fancy shit of being an entrepreneur or boss, whatever, and they think it's cool. And it's like, bro, it's a lot of fucking shit. But again, that goes with understanding, the responsibility that comes with shit like that. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. But let's continue this shit.
But it's no wonder that he is so accommodating, because he's scared of making, I think, the people who are in his household angry, his wife and kids. And this is microscope placed to woke leftism. This is what the woke left does. They make you scared to vocalize your opinion. When you say what you truly think, what you truly feel, if it is dissident at all to their ideology and you're not towing the line of their ideology, they will scream at you, they will hit you, they will fight you, they will call you a fascist and a Nazi until you feel so submissive that you wouldn't even dare make a joke in regard to politics or how you may feel about a certain.
And see, and that's basically how the average guy has been,
trained,
and trained and conditioned nowadays. It's like and see, this is the thing. The problem with that is, like she said, you're beaten into submission, right? The problem with that is that this is what people think when they think about submission. So when a man is like, you got to submit, they're looking at it from this perspective. Right. But the reason why they're looking at it from this perspective, or why it sounds crazy, is because they're submitting to the feminine energy.
Mm-hmm.
They're submitting to what generally like a woman would feel. And that's why it's so chaotic, because the woman is like, well, submit to my feelings.
Right.
How I feel. So don't say this because it's going to make me feel this way. So submit to that.
Yeah.
And the thing is that submission has nothing to do with feelings. Submission has to do with structure. That's why it's called submission, not sub-feeling. Submission. The mission is the action. It's the structure. You see what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand. So when you submit, you're under a mission. You're not under a feeling.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's why, a woman is not supposed to lead. Because if a woman's leading, she's leading based on her feelings.
Facts.
You can't submit to feeling. It's impossible.
That's dangerous.
Right. In order to submit to feeling, you got to be a goddamn mind reader. And feelings are not consistent.
Right.
You're going to submit to something that's not consistent. You see what I mean? It's crazy. I swear, this shit is like insane.
Guys,
and he's really emphasizing that.
Real quick. Go ahead and call in 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. Go ahead and call in. All right.
Nerd.
Throughout the entirety of this podcast. So much so that I had to go and watch the full thing to get, I think, a larger scope of this particular archetype of man and what he may be dealing with in his personal life that gives way to his sort of apathetic political opinions that allow for so much that the world starts to sort of disintegrate around us. It is really not the issue that this fringe woke left is like pushing these horrific ideas. It's the people who bow to these horrific ideas because they're scared of the battalion that's going to come at them when they say the wrong thing. And in this guy's case, the battalion, I guess, is his two 17-year-old daughters and his wife. Now, I'm going to show you some other clips from this podcast. This first clip, the topic of dab pens and weed pens comes up. This is what Jerry has to say about his wife and her relationship with marijuana.
Right. The only time my wife finds me appealing, finds me entertaining, finds me attractive.
This is not.
Is intimate with me.
Why would she marry?
The only time my wife, touches me is if my wife takes a hit off that pen.
Bruh, this is what happens when you're not her first choice.
No, bro. No.
Yo, Jerry, you need some. Listen, man, you need to holler at me. Or you need some coaching,
bro. Did you hear the way? Did you play? Can you just play it back? Can you play it back? Can you play it all the way back? Like I need, and let me preface this before you play it all the way back. I need you to understand that you're talking to an actor who's been acting since he was a child,
right?
So I need you to understand he is now a grown ass man, and the reason why I bring up the point that he's an actor is that he knows.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't underestimate his appreciation for words and the delivery of words.
Right. Uh-huh.
To see and listen to how he layers what he's trying to express.
Right.
Notice how many different layers he went through to get to my wife don't fuck me unless she hit some weed.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
He did that on purpose. This man is in pain.
Mm-hmm.
And I only pause to emphasize this to show you motherfuckers how what we do here every day and we talk about how fucking important it is.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Because based on all the other motherfuckers' research and statistics, this nigga should never be in that type of situation.
Right.
Please play that shit.
Exactly. Look at how this shit
comes up. This is what Jerry has to say about his wife and her relationship with marijuana.
Right. The only time my wife finds me appealing, finds me entertaining, finds me attractive.
This is
the appealing, entertaining. You see how he's right. He's layering, so it really hits home. You
is intimate with me.
Why?
Intimate with you, right? Four layers.
Why would she marry?
The only time my wife, touches me,
is if that's like five layers, nigga.
Layers, nigga.
Yo, so he's like, just so you guys understand and get it and realize, like he's basically layering the character of what's going on. So you can see the scene. He's trying to show you the entire story. You understand? You know, like when you watch a movie and you're so invested in the character because they go through all of these things, and by the end of the movie, you're rooting for them or whatever, or you're sad for them, whatever. He's like, look, this is all the shit that's happening. This is crazy.
My wife takes a hit off that pen.
Oh, I see.
So,
that's, first of all, I'm sure that's not true. You look great.
I hope it's not true.
See, like, Bill Maher is like, bro, I don't get it. You got looks, money, status. You understand what I'm saying? What are you talking about? It's like, what are you talking about? Oh man, this shit crazy.
Oh my gosh. And throughout the entirety of this podcast, he talks about like how hot his wife is, being Mystique, being a model. She was previously married to John Stamos. That comes up a lot. And he talks about his wife's discomfort with talking about being married to John Stamos. He then talks about the fact that his family was watching Full House because his little daughters were watching Full House. And his daughter said this about Uncle Jesse and John Stamos. Bill Maher does not take it well.
My kids are watching it. One of my daughters, who's was always like into boys and stuff, comes up to me and goes, Dad, his character's name was Uncle Jesse. That was his character's name.
All right.
Comes up to me and goes, Dad, I really like Uncle Jesse.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, get out of here. Because like a lot of my friends.
He was like this.
Get out of here, you damn nigga.
I'm on a group text. They all call me Stamos. It's like.
Oh, wait. Yo, even his friends don't fucking respect him. Yeah, we're done. Because I full disclosure, I didn't make it this far in this video. I didn't make it this far.
Crazy.
Yeah, his fucking boys don't respect him. I'm good. He's done.
Yo, but see. Bro, see, so for those who don't understand, he's who his wife settled for.
Right.
This is what happens when a woman settles for you.
Right.
Exactly, K-Zag. And everybody knows that Stamos was the first choice. She probably has a secret private conversation with his children about exactly. She probably, that's what I'm saying, like
how Tupac was Jada Pinkett first choice.
Right. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, bro.
Yo, and your old boys call you Stamos in the group chat? Man, fuck that.
Mm-hmm. This shit is crazy, man.
Those ain't your friends, and that's not your wife, and them two little girls, they're not your daughter. They might be your daughter by blood, but they're not your fucking daughters, nigga.
Exactly.
Cut and run, nigga. Give her the half and all the shit she want. Them bitches is almost 18 anyway, so you only have to pay child support for about a year and change, nigga. Cut and fucking run. Fuck them bitches.
Exactly. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's real shit. I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, come on. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
I thought she was like messing with me. That's not funny.
I mean, I feel like that's just.
Come on, you gotta laugh, Bill. You just called me the fat kid from Stand By Me for.
I know, and that I think is fun and funny.
That's the line for you?
Because you have become something very different. That was when you were a kid. Whereas calling you that, I wouldn't appreciate that if that. I mean, we kid about this. But would I want to be like reminded about it every second? I really wouldn't.
So there you go.
You see how Jerry is like, oh, it's not a big deal, you know, like it's kind of funny. I'm like, bro, it's like I feel bad for this dude, man. Like this is crazy,
yo, self-delete watch on this nigga, bro. Somebody keep tabs on this nigga, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like he needs to get on the masculine identity membership, man. I'm gonna need him to check in every Monday, make sure a nigga's good. You feel me?
That's a fact.
Like get on the Zoom call. Let's make sure Jerry O'Connell is doing all right. Matter of fact, Jerry O'Connell, you can get on it for free. All I need you to do is tell all your niggas in Hollywood how good the membership is, and we straight.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga,
this is crazy, man.
Time where he's like vying for this connection to normalcy in what he's experiencing in life, which is his daughter saying, I love Uncle Jesse, which you can't control. You know, that's whatever. Even though Uncle Jesse's mommy's ex-husband. But
let's take the call.
All right, we got 718. Moses, what's going on with you, bro?
Mouse, check your cash app, brother.
Okay, all right. This nigga be gangster with it. Like, check your cash app, nigga. All right, yeah, I see you, bro. I see you. All right. Appreciate you, man. All right, what's going on? What's on your mind, Moses?
Man, let me ask all you idiots, and I'm not talking about you, all you guys all these idiots who's listening to your show right now. How many of y'all did all that bullshit these women tell you? Like, oh, I need a guy who has money, who's gonna court me and do all that other boyfriendy shit, and then you do it, and your ass end up in the friend zone and end up nowhere, end up getting your time wasted.
Mm-hmm.
And think about that for a second.
That's crazy.
You see, this message right here is for all you guys who think y'all gotta do shit that women say.
Right.
Fuck all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's about what I want. Again, if you don't do what I say, your ass is out of here. Period. That's the mindset. That's the kind of guy women want.
Right.
Low key, they're not gonna tell you that, but low key, that's what they want.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's a fact. That's a fact.
And I have to call in and say that.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. How's everything else going out there for you?
Well, same shit. I'm too busy charging chicks to the game because they're not cooperating.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I told you. That's why like I said, just because I'm pretty sure y'all heard me say I have 0 chicks right now.
Right.
But I had chicks on my team right now, but they fell off because again, some of them went their own way. Some of them, they just went a different way. It is what it is.
Right.
You understand? I ain't scared to call in and say I got 0 chicks right now.
Right.
And guess what? I enjoy it. You want to know why? Because I rather have 0 bitches than to have 10 bitches on the team who ain't listening to what the fuck I'm saying.
Facts.
As a master and teacher.
That's what I'm talking about.
So for all you guys who say, yo, you got 0 chicks, you ain't got no game. Well, guess what? That's why y'all asses is in the friend zone and they don't even realize it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I want to say, so thanks for taking my call. Right?
Yes, sir. All right, man. Appreciate the call, fam. Appreciate it. All right, let me see if there's any more stuff on here real quick. We'll just play a little bit more of this and see.
Your friends calling you Stamos for your entire life in your group chat while you're married to somebody who's married to John Stamos? Please. And Bill Maher again goes, that's not funny. You shouldn't tolerate that. I wouldn't want to be called my wife's ex-husband's name for being married to her for the rest of my life. And he retorts back as this sort of weakened individual saying, you called me the fat kid from Stand By Me, which is fine. You were the fat kid in Stand By Me, but you're not the fat kid anymore. You have to relinquish yourself of these old titles and step into yourself as a man and maybe stand up to your daughters and your wife. Unfortunately, I feel like some of the first time he's hearing this pushback is on Club Brandon with Bill Maher, which makes the situation a little bit awkward, but he hears more often.
You know what I'll say too is that, chicks like her are attractive. You understand what I'm saying? Because she look good and she got some sense. That is really that simple. You feel what I'm saying? It's really that simple. Like, man.
Bro, real talk. It's like, yo.
Just be cute, but they stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, it's crazy, man.
There's one more clip I'm just going to sprinkle in just to really drive the point home about maybe what's going on here.
But the fat kid from she picked the fat kid from Stand By Me. You said it yourself.
No, suddenly the fat kid is valued. Suddenly that's great merit to say the fat kid.
I mean,
I love it.
My wife said, now we're dating. My wife is 31 now. My wife said, listen, I want to have kids at some point. Is that something that interests you?
Right.
And I was like, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, anything I can do to keep this going.
Oh, no!
Yo, that's what I'm saying. This is why he's getting hands put on him. This is why his wife and his kids are physical with him.
Yeah, we're done, bro.
You gotta understand when you're weak.
We're done, bro.
You up. Listen, women have to fuck you up when you're weak. You understand? It's how they're designed. It's in their nature to do this. They're supposed to.
We're done, bro. This nigga said, whatever I could do to keep this thing going. Wow, bro. It's over for this nigga.
Yo. Oh yeah, I saw this shit earlier. Is this where he got slapped?
What's up? What happened? Get her. Call the police.
Yo.
Grab her. What's up? What happened? Get her. Call the police.
Well, but wait a second. I thought, don't Clavicular got all the looks? Isn't he the top looks maxer?
No, but Miles, you don't understand. He's so good looking that she couldn't help herself. It was like she was so passionate and compelled. Her hand just like she wanted to caress his face, but the passion in her it looked like a slap, but it was really a caress.
Yo, get the police, please. Call the police. That's all. He's slapping. Yeah, call the police. Charge him.
Yo, she smacked the shit out of him too. You saw his head fucking.
What's up? What happened? Get her. Call the police.
See what I mean? She crossed the boundary.
Mm.
Now she's dealing with the consequences and she's fucking losing her mind. Like, oh, what is going on?
Call the police. Yo, get the police, please. Call the police. That's all. He's slapping. Yeah, call the police.
Yo, look at his jawline. Oh my god.
Well, listen. I understand. She needs to suffer the consequences because slapping a looks maxer is very dangerous. Because remember, it's all they got to keep the looks a certain way. So she's ruining the whole. You can't slap his face. That's his bread and butter. You know,
bread and butter, bitch. Like, what are we doing? Hold on. She said, "Fuck you, bitch." Come on, bro. Like, you see what happens when y'all niggas get weak out here, bro? Like, I'm.
He's like, yo, this is crazy, guys. You see now why we tell y'all why the game is important. Do y'all see why we try to tell y'all why the game is important, people?
Man,
you understand what I'm saying? Like niggas is out here getting slapped. And they've looks maxed to the end. And see, now he's gonna be like, Clavicular is gonna be like, damn. He's like, I gotta looks max some more. He's like, probably I wasn't, if I was better looking, I would have never got slapped. That's what that's why he's thinking.
Yet next time she slaps me, I have to turn my face a little bit more so she can give me micro fractures in my jawline so I can grow a better, more pronounced jaw.
Right. Yeah, maybe she was just trying to help him out. Maybe she slapped him because like she was trying to help him with his looks maxing. You know what I'm saying? She should have had a hammer. That's what it was.
Somebody go rescue Jerry O'Connell, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Yo.
So you telling me you rather see? Shout out to Moses. That's why you gotta go down to 0 bitches sometime.
That's a fact.
You telling me you would rather have a bitch fucking kicking and beating you because you said something about the Trump election?
Right.
This is life. This is the disrespect that you take on a daily basis from even your friends.
Mm-hmm.
So-called friends.
Right.
See, that's why I don't have a lot of friends.
That's crazy. Yo, he definitely needs to be on the masculine identity membership. Like he needs this shit badly, bro. Like he really needs to call it a day with his chick. You understand what I'm saying? And have a conversation with his daughters. Like, hey, listen, I'm your dad, but don't fuck with me. You understand what I'm saying? Like don't fuck with me. You know what I mean?
Oh no, this can't be him. It says he only has 626K followers.
That's great. You gotta DM that nigga. Be like, listen, I saw your interview, man. You need to go here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, send them the link to this video too. Like, nigga, you need to watch this entire video because you need help. Like, you need fucking help. This is crazy, bro. Oh my God. But anyway, guys, call in. Call in number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. But see, guys, this is why you need a masculine identity. This is why you need to love yourself. This is why you need to have game, right? You don't want to be out here getting slapped in the face like clavicular, and you don't want to be out here fucking, getting chicks pregnant and wifing them up because you want to keep it going.
Imagine you impregnated her just to keep it going, just to produce two more bitches that don't fucking respect you.
Mm-hmm. She probably be talking shit about him to the daughters when he ain't around. That's probably why they like, your dad is such an idiot. You know what I'm saying?
Your dad is such a fucking loser.
Right.
He's no John Stamos.
Right, exactly.
He's always been my second choice.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, that's what happens. And see, this is why you need to have game, so you can understand that if you're a woman's first choice or not. Because and you realize that you're not the first choice, you ain't supposed to be wifing her up. You ain't supposed to be doing all this extra shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Man.
This is crazy. So this is what I'm saying, guys. You gotta be on top of this game. You gotta be on top of this game.
Oh, this is why you can't meet your heroes, man.
Mm-hmm.
I always like Jerry O'Connell, man. You know what I mean? Like, but now I could do is coach that nigga. I could never be his friend.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Coach him. I could never be cool with that nigga. You dumb?
Yo. Oh my goodness. He said, this guy, I don't even know why we answering his fucking emails. I mean, he says, should society not teach women that it's wrong to disrespect men just because a man is weak? Doesn't mean that he deserves to be disrespected. No, it does. He should be disrespected. A weak man is supposed to be disrespected. And the reason why is because a weak man being disrespected by a woman or just anyone else is the universe telling him to stop fucking being weak. You understand what I'm saying? It's really that simple.
Yo.
He said King 6A get rejected and now Clavicular getting slapped all in the same month. That shit is crazy out here. Shit is crazy out here. But see, the thing is, we wouldn't have to worry about women being disrespectful if you loved yourself and only interacted with women who follow your lead. Then there's no disrespect. There's a block there. Like, she can't disrespect you because you respect yourself, and you want to allow a disrespectful chick in your situation.
Damn, bro.
Like, I don't understand how this is very simple. Just don't fuck with chicks, right? Who don't meet your standard, but you have to have that standard first. You got to have that standard for yourself. And then you won't have to deal with this shit. See, the problem with this dude, Jerry O'Connell, is that he allowed all of these things to happen and occur. He just sat back and just let it be what it's going to be. And then it's become normalized. And it's the crazy part. A lot of guys are in the situation he's in, but they think this is normal. You see what I'm saying? They think this is normal. And then what's going to happen is that at some point, because trust me, he don't like this shit. He don't like the fact that, his friends and his wife and whoever are calling him Stamos, and then his wife and kids putting hands on him, and and that his wife has to fucking hit the pen before they have he don't like none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? But he's there going through it, and it's normalized. Like, he feels like this is normal that a woman should be acting this way. That's how a lot of guys think and believe. For example, this is why these pickup artists tell y'all about shit tests. The only reason shit test sounds plausible to y'all is because in your mind, you think it's normal for a woman to give you resistance and act like a bitch.
Right.
See what I'm saying? That's why niggas be talking about shit tests, because you think that's normal. Oh yeah, well, look, Hario, Miles, you gotta understand, if the chick is hot, she has to test you to make sure that you're emotionally regulated, and so that. No, nigga, that's not normal. She don't fuck with you. That's why she giving you that shit test. It's disrespect. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like these dudes, I swear, it's like they don't understand this shit, because this is the thing. If it was really normal, that means that it would happen all across the board.
Right.
See, a woman getting pregnant, that's normal. That happens all across the board. It's not like, oh, well, sometimes the woman gets pregnant, sometimes the man. No. All the time the woman gets pregnant. If it was normal for women to give you shit tests and give you all this resistance, that would mean all across the board, every fucking man would experience it and deal with that.
Right.
Since that's not the case, then that means they're picking and choosing who they do that to. And they're picking and choosing who they do that to based on how the man is coming into the situation. You
so
see what I'm
don't be the guy who they choose to do that to.
Right, because if a chick give you the shit test, listen, all you got to do is be like, you have a good night. Peace out. That's it. We're done.
Good, yeah. We are good. Scene over.
Exactly. Shout out to Justin. Said these days men can get pregnant. I'm like, yo, that's how they want it to be too. That's the crazy part.
Yo, you know what's the funniest shit when you be watching them podcasts and somebody asks the woke person, can men get pregnant? And then they pause and be like, well, what do you mean? If
right.
Be looking at these motherfuckers like, this is exactly why I can't have conversations with you niggas. Bro, like, trust me. Like I said, I have an open mind, meaning y'all niggas can do whatever the fuck y'all want to do, but I refuse to communicate with y'all. No.
Right.
I'm done. I'm over here with it. If y'all niggas want to come over to real reality where only women get pregnant, then we could talk. But other than that, you niggas stay over the fuck over there. Stay over there, and I'm cool.
Facts. Guys, call in 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300. If you guys have a question, put a Q in the chat and we'll get to your question. So where was we at with this? Let me see. This says, wouldn't it be better to talk to a woman you matched online with before you meet for a date? I think if we talk on the phone and if the energy is off, then I won't waste time on a date. All right, let me tell you guys something. This is and Jay, I'm glad you asked this question because I've heard this question a million fucking times, and this is what you don't understand unless you're actually out here dating.
Right.
You could never in a million fucking years understand if you and a woman are compatible or there's a vibe between you two unless you meet in person.
Facts.
There is no other way. You can't get on a phone call. You can't get on a FaceTime. You can't do it through text. You have to be face to face with the woman in person, period.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, the thing is this, because you're saying, well, what if the energy is off? You won't know if the energy is off until you're in person.
Facts.
Because check this out. See, when you're in person with the chick, right? You may not even, let's say, for example, you look at her and you're like, yeah, she cool, like as far as her personality, but you might be sexually attracted to her. And vice versa. She meets you and she's like, yeah, he's pretty cool. He's all right. But she's sexually attracted. So you guys have high sexual attraction for each other that you're not going to know unless you're in person. Right. So now you're on the phone with this chick. You're like, oh, I'm not really feeling her personality. So now you don't go on a date with the chick that you could have fucked who would have wanted to have sex with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you need to make sure that you are actually meeting the woman in person. Now, the only caveat to this is that if you are not going on a date and you just want to get on FaceTime with her and then have a conversation with her and then get her to your place, then that's one thing. You see what I'm saying? But you still have to meet the woman in person to assess if shit is really what it needs to be. You understand what I'm saying? You said the energy can be off if she's not talking and giving one-word answers. Then I can be like, have a nice day. Bruh, this is what I'm trying to tell you.
What if she's distracted? What if she's working? What if she's doing something while she's on the phone with you?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, Jay, you got to have the woman in person. Because let's just say that was happening, right? Let's say that same thing was happening in person, right? So you're sitting there, y'all are, let's say, getting a drink or something, and she's sitting next to you and she's giving you one-word answers, right? Now, what happens is that within that particular situation, right, you can interact with her to turn it sexual to see if there's any sexual chemistry. And you say, listen, I noticed that you ain't really saying much because you're probably thinking about a lot of different things that you want to do to my body. So how about we actually not talk a lot and just start doing more things? What you think about that? You see what I'm saying? Like, you see how you can't do that over the phone because you don't have the situation where she's next to you. You can pull her closer into you. You grab her hand while you say it. You're looking deep into her eyes. You see what I'm saying? All of those things matter.
Facts.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. All of that shit matters. Because what you guys got to understand is this. You don't have to like a chick to fuck her. And she don't have to like you to fuck you, to have sex with you. Right? So even if you guys are not going to end up being boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband and wife and, get married and have a picket fence, you could still meet your next fuck buddy. You understand what I'm saying? So why would you be like, well, she's giving me one word answers on the phone, so I'm going to just not see her when you could be fucking this chick? Because I'm sure you're physically attracted to her, which is why you even matched with her and decided to have the conversation with her on the phone. So why not take it to the next step to see if there's sexual compatibility there? And you can't see if there's sexual compatibility unless you're in person because you have to touch. You can't touch her through the phone.
Facts.
Niggas think they fucking Soulja Boy. Talking about kiss me through the phone and shit. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Charlie Kiefer for the 100. Appreciate you, Charlie.
But I'm telling y'all, get the women out in person. Because see, all that talking first, that's actually feminine shit. Because what women are doing is they're looking for reasons not to see you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what women are generally doing. Because what women do is, this is how women date. Women are like, I want everything to be right or everything to be perfect. Then I want to fuck with them. See, as a man, you need to realize that none of them are perfect.
You already know. You already know.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine, listen, if I was sitting there, look, let me tell you guys something. If I only went out on a date or talked to women that I thought was like super on point or perfect, I probably had sex with like 4 women in my life. If that was, you know what I'm saying? Crazy. But let's take the call.
We got 480-480. You're on live with Lucario Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Yeah, this is Jay Swayze, 42, Virginia. I'm the one that's under question in the chat.
What?
He's want to ask a question about the talking.
Yeah, about the talking. Yeah,
about the talking. Okay, where did you send it?
Miles Cunningham. I sent 10 just right now.
Oh, okay.
You should see me on the.
Okay, and what did you write for the message?
I just put a question.
Gotcha. All right, let's get it, man. Appreciate you. All right, so what's the question there, brother? Go ahead, man. What's your question?
It's going along with that same question about talking on the phone first.
Mm-hmm.
And what I realized is that I don't know if y'all remember this thing called like phone chat lines, but the phone chat lines. You talk to somebody on the phone, and you meet up, hook up. Well, I've done that plenty of times, and so that's why I asked that question about you don't have to do the date because you can go on the phone chat line, talk for a little bit, meet up, and then do the thing. So that's why I asked the whole question, like, is it even worth, meeting somebody for a date if you can just talk and then y'all agree to something and y'all hook up?
Right, but what I'm saying is that what does her doing one word answers have to do with y'all hooking up? With y'all hooking up or not?
Yeah, because if she's giving one word answers and it's just not feeling like she really about it, then it's just like, all right, then you just take it easy.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that, so how are you having, okay, let me explain a different way. How does the conversation on the phone, how is that going to lead to sex?
Because I'm talking about it on the chat line.
You're talking about what?
On the chat line.
Okay, so you're talking about sex on the chat line. So if a chick talks to you back about sex, does that mean sex is gonna happen?
Well, from my experience, it been 100% every time.
So if you meet a girl that you've been talking to in the chat line, and then she's talking about sex, and y'all meet to have sex, and she smells like fish, you still gonna fuck her?
No, man, I'm not gonna do that. Like, obviously,
why not?
No, that was.
Well, why not?
Extreme right there, man.
No, but that's my point. My point is, you won't know if you want to have sex with her until y'all meet. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's the same thing for her. Y'all have to meet to see if sex will happen, because you got to be in person with the person so that you can see if it's going to go to sex from that point. Because you could have the most amazing fucking conversation on the phone with her. You could be flirting, talking about sex and all that other crazy shit. And then you meet this chick, and then you talking to her in person, and her breath fucking stink. And you're like, I can't even talk to this girl. I'm about to vomit. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's certain things you're not going to know until you actually meet her. You see what I'm saying? And vice versa. She could be talking to you, and then she meets you, and then something's feeling off for her in the situation between you and her when you meet up in person. That's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm saying is, you're essentially wasting time trying to figure all of this stuff out, because you have to meet her anyway to see if it's going to go down for real. That's all I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, you can talk to the girl on the phone and do all this other stuff, but the problem is that you are throwing away a situation that could have potentially had been a good sexual situation, because you're judging her doing one-word answers. Because this is the thing. The girl that was doing the one-word answers, right? You wanted to smash?
I mean, I wanted to, yeah, but I'm talking to her, and it's like, yeah, I stay on this side. It's like, yeah, I stay here. Okay, well, I stay on this side. I'm not that far away from you. You know, I can come over there. We can do the thing. Yeah. Hold on one second. Like, it's like you're not really engaged in the conversation. So if I'm talking to you, you're not engaged. And it's like,
what were you saying? What were you saying to her?
Well, normally what I do is, on the little chat line thing, you pretty much, put your stats or whatever, your age, height, all that stuff. And then the message that I usually put on there, I just say, look, I'm over here in, west side of Virginia Beach, looking for, something to get into tonight. That's what I put on there. Then you'll have girls like hear that, and then they'll, respond back to that. And they like, I heard your little profile. I liked it or whatever. And I'm saying, well, this is how I said. I say, well, listen to you right now on the phone. You sound pretty sexy. I'm pretty sure you sexy in person. So if you're free tonight, we can meet up at your place, so you can come to mine. And they'll usually be like, well, not my place. And I'm like, cool, come to mine. And so they usually come to mine just off of that little bit right there.
Okay, so then what happened with the girl with the one-word answers? That's what I'm trying to understand. Like, what was the problem with that?
Oh, well, with her, when I asked her what side of town she was on, she was like, "Yeah, I'm over here, by the beach area." I'm like, "Yeah, what part of the beach area?" Well, it's over here by. It's like Greenbrier. I'm like, you know what, man, just forget it. I'm not
So
doing it.
why are you asking her what part? Why are you asking her about what part of the beach area is she in?
Because, like I said, it's either I'm gonna go over there to them or have them come to me. I go over there to them because I don't really have no problem with that. But if it's where a situation, let's say they stand with somebody or they live in situations, from what they have told me on a couple of times, ain't together. I'm like, well, you can come over here to my place then. So that's why I was asking, where you at?
Okay, so you asked her where she was at, and what she say?
She was like, I'm over here in the beach area. I'm like, Virginia Beach is big, so what beach area? Well, over here, like, she wasn't giving me the answers. That's the point I'm trying to make. She was like real hesitant to say, and so that's the kind of one word answer I'm talking about. Like, it was like very hesitant. She wouldn't say anything, so I didn't let it go any further than that. So I just pretty much hung up.
See, and this is one of the problems is that, and a lot of guys do this, because I coach a lot of dudes who do the same thing, is that the problem is that you're too flexible in your situation, which is causing more conversation and interaction, which is causing these types of things to occur. So what I'm saying to you is that you should have a situation where they're coming to you. You understand? And so you just do the same thing each time. Hey, what's up? You free tonight? Come through here. That's all your conversation really need to be. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because what happens is when you're doing all this back and forth, right? Because you didn't even say to her, yeah, where you at? Because I might want to come over to where your spot is, so I need to know where you're at. You didn't even say any of that. You're just asking her questions.
No, that's what I asked her. When even on the profile that I have on the chat line is, I'm basically saying, I'm trying to, have sex tonight, and then they listen to the profile. They back when they match.
The profile don't mean nothing when you're in the conversation. What I'm saying is that when you're in the conversation, what I'm saying is you didn't even say to her, I'm asking this because of that. Like there was no connection to it. That's what I'm trying to say. So what it just sounded like you just talking. So she don't know why you're Caller, you know why you're asking. She doesn't know. And then so you're judging her response based on what you know that she doesn't. It doesn't make any sense.
Caller, how old are you real quick?
42.
42. And you said you do this stuff on a chat line?
Yeah, it's a chat line, yeah.
Wow. They still do that?
I know. I didn't even know they still do that type of shit.
I know it's old, but yeah, they still be on the chat line.
School. Yeah, that shit kind of old school. But
they be feeling like 80, 60-year-old chicks on there sometime. I'm not down.
Okay. Well, I mean, I would be careful about going to a stranger's house or the address a stranger gives you to go to. I'd just be a little bit more careful. I mean, maybe the fact that you're dealing with more mature women on there, maybe it's a little safer, but you still got to be careful. That's what I would tell you. I don't see me personally, guys. I know a lot of y'all is like, oh, well, I just want to get her from the dating app back to my place. Man, I need just a little buffer, man. I need that date. I need that drink.
Yeah, you definitely do. That's why even on the FaceTime, it's a certain thing that you need to do, which you guys can learn on the online dating consultation. But you definitely need a buffer there. But Caller, what I'm trying to explain to you is that so this is what I'm saying. What you don't want to do is you see. I don't know if you've heard me say this right before. I said if you're doing everything right and the girl is not complying, then it's like, all right, let me push it to the side. But what I'm saying is that if you're not doing everything right, you're judging what's being done based on you not doing everything right. That's what I'm trying to say. So now you're saying, oh, well, this girl, she's not interested. But it's not that she's not interested. It's that how you're coming at her, you're looking at her response to you and then judging that. But you can't judge that because you're not doing everything right. That's all I'm saying. You see what I mean? So I agree with Miles where I would say I wouldn't even bother going to their place. But if that's how you want to do it, cool. That's how you want to do it. But what I'm saying is that if you're having the conversation, right, you got to let the woman know what the deal is so she can accurately respond to you. That's the key. It's just like you remind me of when guys say, hey, I told this girl, come over to my crib and let's hang out. And then the girl gets there and they're like, bro, how come she didn't want to have sex with me? Because you weren't clear about what you so you're judging her based on her response, but you didn't really do the thing. Say that again.
I said I do be clear. That's what I said in the beginning of the whole conversation. That's what I tell them. I ask them where they at. They usually tell me where they at. And I say that's good. You're not that far from me. I'm gonna come over there and we're gonna hook up. And they usually, like I said, it's 100% on that. Or if they got a living, well, I'm staying over here with my friends. Okay, well then come over here to me so we can hook up, and then they'll come to me. Like that's what I say.
Caller, you said this is what you said. Caller, remember, I'm listening to everything you say. You said you asked her where she was at, and she said the Virginia Beach area, correct?
Yeah.
Then you asked her what part, and what was her response?
No, well, the girl who was giving me the runaround, she said I'm in the beach area. She didn't say specifically what part of the area she really was from. She just I'm just over it. Like she wouldn't give me the exact area plus address to where she was like the other ones was going.
And that's what I'm saying. At what part did you ask her for that?
Right when we started talking, like soon as
So caller, you said to her, hey, what part of the beach area that you're at specifically, so I know where you're at, so I can come see you. You said that to her?
Yes.
And then what did she say?
That's what I said to her, and she would give me the run. She was like, "I'm over here in the beach area," and that's when I have repeated. I'm like, "What part of the beach area?" Because you know the beach area, Virginia Beach, is big. So what part?
You're not listening to what I'm saying, because you didn't say that the first time. What I'm saying is, you said, because I'm going based on what you said. Remember, you said you asked her where she's at. She said she's in a beach area. Then you said which part specifically. Yes.
Right.
Right. My question to you is, at what point did you let her know that you're asking this to come see her at the area she's at? That's what I'm asking you.
Just smash.
I mean, I didn't say nothing after. I didn't say nothing after she just said the beach area, because I kind of like.
That's what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm saying. So when she responded to you that way, you was like, oh, because what's happened is this: you were used to women just telling you and then you setting it up that way, right? Because based on what you're saying, he's like, I would ask them where they're at, they would tell me where they're at, and then you would say, I'm gonna come through to your area, right?
Right. Exactly.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So in this particular situation, because she didn't tell you where she was at, you thought she wasn't cooperating with you like the other women did when you just asked where they were at. Yes?
Yes, that's what is being preached, right? Is to make she 100% cooperate. So that's what I'm looking for.
But caller, check this out. Check this out. Cooperation entails instruction. Instruction is detailed so that the person can accurately follow what you're saying.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So what I'm saying is that, and this is what I'm talking about with doing everything right. So what I'm saying is, what happened is that because you had a few other women just tell you what it is, and then you responded based on that, what I'm saying is you ran into a woman who you asked a question, but you weren't clear. She needed clarification. And because she didn't have clarification, she was giving you the resistance. And then you took the resistance and said, well, fuck this. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. This is what I mean. You have to do everything right. So what I'm saying is that if all the things are laid out and then she's being wishy-washy and then she's acting funny, then it's like, all right, charges to the game. So what I'm saying is that you're charging women to the game, but the situation is incomplete. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. And you think that it's cool because it happened on the other times. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, then that's the thing that I'm going off of, is like, you know, listening to you guys. You know, I've been listening to you guys for like about 2 or 3 years now. And it's like you want 100% cooperation from the jump. So if I've been talking to girls before I talk to this one, and they've been, yeah, I'm in Virginia Beach, I stay at this area, this is the address, if I'm coming to them. And then like, okay, if they got a situation set up, well, then I give them the address to come to me. So I've been getting that. And then when it came to this one, it's like, I'm in the beach area. Okay, what part of the Virginia Beach area is big? Well, you know, it's kind of like over here on this way.
See, wait. This one.
I'm not understanding why you're saying that.
Caller, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm caller. She said she's in a beach area. You said which part of the beach area? Full stop. That was that's all you asked. Now, what you were looking for was her to tell you that, so then you can tell her, I'm gonna come through. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what you've been doing. So what I'm saying is that this is the problem. You're relying on her response for you to set the plan. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
So, caller, why you didn't just get on the phone and be like, hey, tell me where you at so I could come through and give you that dick? Why you didn't say that?
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because you're like, oh, but I said, where you at? And she said, I'm at the beach. Well, what part of it? Like, why are you going back and forth? Just tell her, hey, listen, where you at so I could come do this and make this happen.
Or tell me where you at.
Yeah, I should have said something like that. I think what happened is because the way I've been doing it like that, and like I said, I've been getting now I can't even say 100% because she didn't even go along with it. But
But here's my thing, caller. Here's the problem I'm having with you. It sounds as if you've been doing your thing the way you've been doing it. Things been working out for you, and then just because one chick gave you a hiccup, you decided to question your entire process.
No, that was just a question in the chat when I was like, what's the reason for having a date? I mean, I be on the dating apps too, but they do the same thing. But what's the reason for the date? If we can have the conversation, I can tell you in the conversation, and if you ain't feeling me, I ain't feeling you, there's no reason for no date.
Okay. Well, my thing is this. I always remind you guys that a lot of the stuff we do here is best practices. Okay. If you got a system that works for you, then stick to it.
But that's the thing. This part showed his system don't work. That's what. So this is what I'm saying. Like, caller, this is what I'm trying to get you to understand. You are macking on accident. That's what this situation showed you. And what I'm saying is that you were judging this is why I keep trying to tell you guys, right? Everything has to be correct. And this is what correct means. Correct means that she is going based on you being able to properly give the woman instruction. You understand? So you were just asking her a question. Shout out to K-Zag. He says she just thought you were being curious. She did not know you were seeking clarification to set something up because you didn't clarify it. There was miscommunication because of you. And that's what I'm trying to get you to understand, caller. So what I'm saying is that in these other situations,
when the girls I talked to before her, like I ask them same questions, they tell me the thing, and I do it. I'm kind of lost in that part. I guess that's my. I guess that's my fault.
Wait, real quick. Here's the issue. Here's the issue that you're having. You see, and here's why. I said what I said just now about your system and if it works for you. But I'm the more you talk, is more I'm seeing what Lucario was saying. You just said. How come it worked because of all the other women? So what you're saying is that your system is still based on the women, which is utterly incorrect because who's the game about, caller?
The game is about me.
The game is about you. So why would you base the success of your system or the effectiveness, I would say, of your system on the other women that you've spoken to?
That's not what I'm doing. I'm just telling you the scenarios that has happened.
Yeah, but again, that's what you
that one girl that didn't do it. Like I'm not tripping out.
No. Listen. Well, here's what I'm saying to you. If you truly believed that your system worked, first of all, you wouldn't have called in, and then secondly, you wouldn't have said the words, "Well, based on the other women that I talked to," you wouldn't have said those words. You get what I'm saying? So that means somewhere in whether in your conscious or subconscious mind, you are betting on those women understanding you. So that's why Lucario said you was macking on accident because your mindset ain't right as far as what you're doing with these different women.
Right, because all we're saying is this, right? Remember, the woman has to make a decision based on everything being laid out. Like basically, so what I'm saying is, this is why, for example, when we talk about niggas worrying about choosing signals and a girl approaching them and all this other stuff, right? You can't judge a woman based on what she's doing. You judge a woman based on if she's following your instructions or not. And what I'm saying is you didn't give the woman an instruction. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So what I'm saying is that her response was not to your instruction. Her response was you asking a question.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. So what I'm saying is this. Let's say, just for sake of argument, let's say the girl was interested in meeting up with you to hook up with you, right? Now, let's say you say to her, hey, where are you at? Because I'm thinking about coming around your way so we could get it cracking. And then her response is, ooh, I would love to get it popping with you, but I live with so-and-so and I can't have company over, so maybe I can come to you, right? Mm-hmm. But that's different than you just asking her, where do you live? What part? Why? Because check this out, caller. Do you not realize that most other guys talk to women and ask them nonsensical questions about nothing all day? Hey, how's it going? What'd you do today? What do you like to eat? You see what I'm saying? So you could have came off like one of those dudes.
What part of the beach you live at?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Do you like it over there? Is it fun? What do you do at the beach?
It ain't nothing like that, man.
How's the
Come on,
sand?
nah.
Is it more waves?
That's what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. You see, this is what I'm saying. You have to make sure that you are concise, letting a woman know what it is so she can properly respond to you. That's all we're saying. You have to get her to properly respond, because what you did was you judged her based on her responding to you just asking a random question. And you're like, well, she's not interested in me because the other girls that I talked, and because you were doing it, you were macking on accident all them other times.
Caller, was she younger than the women you usually contact on that chat line, whatever?
Because I'm 42, so I only deal with girls that's probably like 35 to like about 45.
Yeah, but was she on the younger side?
She was 37, if I can remember right. Yeah, she was 37.
Okay. Yeah. It sounds about right. Sounds like a young chick that was looking for guidance. She was looking for you to be more direct.
So caller, let me think. Let me try to get you to understand it. So let's say, for example, I'm talking to you, right? And let's say I ask you to do a job, right? But the job is kind of like a sucky job, right? So I ask you, hey, do you want to, would you like a job of, cleaning toilets with a toothbrush? What would you say?
I'll say no.
Right now. But what if what I really was supposed to be saying is, hey, I got this job offer for you cleaning toilets with a toothbrush, but it pays $1 million an hour. Now, what will your answer be?
Shit, I'll probably say yeah on that one.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because now, imagine me judging you off. I just said, hey, you want to clean toilets? And he's like, nah. Well, he's not interested in cleaning toilets because. No, let me give you the entire fucking thing, and then I judge you based on the answer. Does that make sense?
Right.
I mean, that's a crazy ass scenario, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
All right, that's all we're saying. That's what I'm just trying to get you to understand and see that, because what I'm saying is the mistake you're making is you're judging the situation without her given accurate information to respond to. She always has to have accurate information to respond to, because if there's no accurate information, then what she's responding to is all that you gave her, which is not accurate, which means you're not doing it correctly.
And the reason why is because are you still afraid to tell a chick you trying to smash? Like, what's good?
No, that's what's on the profile. That's what it said when they
you say on the profile it said you trying to get into something. You don't say you trying to smash.
No, I say I'm trying. Yeah, I do say I'm trying to get into something. So
we paying attention to all of this. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's all we're saying, caller. Man.
The lingo. I guess the lingo is because I believe a lot of people know what that lingo means. I'm trying to get into something.
Okay. Well, so, I'm just saying that with that one particular chick, you would have been better off just being more direct. That's all. And not judging her based on her response to incomplete information. That's all. That's all I'm really saying.
Shout out to GV. He said Game is telling her the truth and letting her decide what she wants to do with it. That's a fact.
Because now that Lucario revealed your mistake to you, you don't really know if she was saying no to meeting up and smashing, or if she was just beating around the bush because you were beating around the bush.
Right.
Do you understand that?
No, I get it. And then, the whole the situation of just letting them know, like let them know early. That way, when they respond.
Yeah, let them know early so they could reply early. I want a yes early, and I want to know early.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I want to know as early as possible. Time is the most important resource that we have. Yeah.
Like, for example, when you're on these apps, right? And I'm probably telling too much, but when you're on these apps and you send a message to get together or make something happen, I send everything in one thing. You understand? It's all the information is in one message.
Yep.
You understand what I mean? So it's like, hey, let's get together.
No. That's all you need Just say it. All the information is in one message. They don't need to know what the information is.
Exactly. So guys, get
But I don't
go to
necessarily do that.
shoplacario.com. Let them go to shoplacario.com and get their own dating consultation.
Facts. So make sure y'all make that happen. Kobe Lean's like, no, Lucario, no. That's what we saying. This is what we trying to tell y'all, man. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Yes, sir. So yeah, that's
still have chat lines and shit, nigga. Y'all
Yeah, they do.
That shit crazy, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing chat lines off and on when I was staying in Phoenix, man. Well, Phoenix, it was definitely crazy. It was popping like crazy. Out here in Virginia, it ain't
Chat
that hidden.
Hey, your voice is sexy. What's going on? What do you want to get into tonight?
No, it'd be them old ladies on there hit me up, talking, hey, hello, young man. They be like 70, 80 years old. I'm looking for a man that's gonna, wine me and dine me. Click, delete. You ain't get out of here.
That's
baby, my name is Leslie Margaret, and I want you to wine and dine me. Could you pick me up? I got to bring my walker and my arthritis medicine. And I can't be doing
they be
all
like
them
that
crazy
too.
positions.
They be like,
them
I'm
young
on
girls.
dialysis and stuff. Like, man, what the fuck? Get off the line.
Look, baby, if you want to go for a second round, I'm gonna need my oxygen tank now.
That's the scary part about fucking an older chick like that. Because I'll be like, what if she die while you fuck her? You know what I'm saying?
For real, for real.
I don't want that type of responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
Young man, take your time now. Take your time with old mama. Cause,
wait, I got a question.
How you defend that? You fuck a lady 80 years old and that chick died. Like, how you defend that?
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. And also, I'm wondering, can you go to jail for that? Like, if you because
it could be manslaughter.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Could be manslaughter. Yeah, it could be considered manslaughter. Yep.
Damn. That's I didn't even think about it. That's wild.
But Your Honor, she got a BBL and the ass was fat, Your Honor. Her ass.
And she kept saying, oh God. So I figured she wanted to.
Exactly, Your Honor. She said, "Oh God." I thought she was having an orgasm, not a heart attack, Your Honor. Honestly,
that's crazy, man. You got to be careful, man. Oh my God, this is crazy. But anyway, caller, we appreciate the call, fam. So we just want to let you know, just think about it. Think about that, portion of it. You know what I'm saying?
You wait right here while Mama take out her dentures, and I make you feel good.
Give that Velcro real quick.
Oh, shit.
Well, I'm scared of that shit too, because like I went out with an older lady, and she came to the date, and she had a fucking something was wrong with her hip or some shit, and I was like, oh, I can't do it. I was like, I can't do it. I was like, you can't do this shit.
He was like, please.
Yeah,
man.
That's funny, man. That's funny.
Nah, man. Old chicks need loving too, man. Shit.
That's crazy.
Old chicks be the freakiest ones. I'll be honest with you. I used to be 24 years old. There was 50-year-old ladies. Them ladies be the freakiest one. I'm like, it's wild.
No, because they know. Look, they know that time is of the essence, nigga.
Right. Exactly.
No doubt.
That's a part of the reason why these young bitches be playing around so much. They figure they got time.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm young. I'm. These old bitches, they be like, nigga, come on, like stop the bull. That's why you your old ass, you need to be fucking direct with the hoe. Like, listen,
exactly.
Time for the bullshit, nigga. You want to get this dick or not? Like,
get your life almost over. Just tell them that. Be like,
bitch, I'm asking you what part of the beach you at, so I could fuck you on the boardwalk, bitch. What the fuck are we doing, man? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to get some sand in some places I don't want to get sand. You feel me? Like, what the fuck? But Carla, we appreciate you, man, and good luck, man. And stop going to these strange bitches' houses on the first night, nigga. Take it easy, man. Bring the strap or some pepper spray with you. Bring something. You feel me?
No, I got you. Yeah.
All right, bro. Appreciate you. These niggas be showing up to strange bitches' houses, man. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
man.
no, that's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful. Gotta be careful out here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man, but
oh shit. All right, we got 570 out there. This is Charlie Keever. Charlie Keever, what's going on with you, bro?
Yes, sir. Thanks for taking my call. Charlie Keever, 26 PA, and I wasn't gonna call in again, but the game is just too deep, and I couldn't focus on myself.
The game be calling them. That's how it is, man.
Honestly, I'm sorry. Sorry, I had it on speaker. My bad. If the audio was messed up, but I just want to call in about something that I had an epiphany about, and something that Miles mentioned, like at the start of the video. That something that happened to Lucario when Lucario, I think he like posted on his Instagram, but it was about like a debate he had with, I guess it was an Australian or New Zealand woman on our podcast. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But anyway, she was basically pissed off when Lucario said it's my way or the highway, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The thing about what she did there is that she is actually so fucking controlling. And that's what guys fall prey to who are weak. Like the fucking guy, Jerry. Oh, that's the other reason I called in, because this fucking Jerry guy. Oh, my fucking God, bro. I was about to throw up my fucking mouth. But anyway, what guys do is they fall prey to women controlling them, right? And I'm not here to degrade women. This isn't about degrading women, because I really don't give a fuck. But what happens is that, like when Lucario says it's my way or the highway, what he means is we either accept compatibility, or if we're not compatible in what I want to do, meaning we both want to do it, then that's okay. I'm gonna go this way and you go that way.
Right.
What they say when they get mad is they say, no, that's not okay that we accept incompatibility. You have to do what I want to do.
Right.
Huh?
Right. That's crazy.
And that's what women who don't like you and society say to you. And that's how they control you. And that is in its as its own form. That is what's called hate. That is because what hate is control. What Lucario's doing is not controlling. He's offering an action of that's not control, and he's saying, "Would you like to do this? Yes or no?" If you say yes, cool. If no, that's okay. And they're not happy with the option. They want to control your option.
Right. No, that's a fact. You know what it is? You know what it is too? A lot of times what happens is that certain times when women don't like the idea of a man being okay with them leaving, and also okay with leaving them whenever. They don't like that. They don't like because that for them that's not that's scary. Like, oh my God, he's so confident.
They're not enough.
Right, that he'll just leave me, but also he don't care if I leave. That's you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Right. Exactly. And I'm gonna say these last two things. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna say another 100. To your point, exactly what you said. The reason they have to control, because I actually heard what made me think about this was one, that thing that podcast, but also there was a video that Miles had when he was going off about self-love and how his family hates what he does, but he does it with a smile on his face every day anyway, despite the fact that people don't like what he does, right? And what I realized is that, people hate, right? They have to control, because if they don't get the X outcome by controlling other people, they fear that that means that they might not be enough to get what they want, right? So weak people and society control. And so, but I don't feel bad for guys like Jerry and the old Charlie and guys who call up and want to, say, well, don't you feel bad for me? Steve the Lion, you pussy ass bitch. I don't feel bad for you motherfuckers.
Right.
Because this is what happens when you don't love yourself and when you don't accept yourself despite the outcome, you become the very thing you swore you would never become. You're like fucking Anakin. You swore you would never become the devil You said you would become, and you became it anyway because you gave in to your own self-hate.
Right. Yep.
And then what happens is just like Anakin, he became a controlling person. And that's why, and to finish this off, that's why all you pussy ass fuckers, I swear to fucking God, and all you weak motherfuckers don't want to call in, but all y'all want to call in and you want to hate on Lucario, you want to hate on Miles, you want to hate on K-Zag and say, that's not true. It's because my looks. It's because my status. It's because my name's not fucking Jerry from Stand By Me. And what you want to do is you want to prove Lucario and Miles wrong, and you want to prove Miles and Lucario wrong because if you can prove them wrong, then that means you're enough. You think that means you're enough now.
Right. Yeah.
And so, but the problem is you guys can't prove Lucario and they're fucking undefeated in this game. You know why? You cannot prove Miles and Lucario wrong because self-love is undefeated.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fucking fact right there.
Don't even try, guys. And that's all I'm going to say. Don't even try. Because you're going to get eviscerated and you're going to turn into the person who you don't want to turn into, which is a controlling person.
Right.
Like the last caller, and the last caller before him, and the last caller before him, and the last caller before him, it said, fuck the masculine identity membership. And the last caller before him, it said, fuck the bad boy membership. Fuck that.
Right.
Crazy. Fucking weak ass motherfuckers. And that's why guys like Lucario and Miles stay motherfucking winning. But anyway, I'm going to keep it at that. I love you guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
Respect all you guys in the chat who ain't no weak motherfucker.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Charlie. Appreciate you, man.
And let's get some motherfucking donations. $1 or something.
Exactly.
Like, donate a fucking $1. Like, the fuck's wrong with you guys?
That's what I'm talking about. That's fact.
I'm out this bitch. Thanks for taking my call. I appreciate it.
All right, Charlie. Take it easy, bro. Thanks for the support, brother.
All right. So guys, what time is it? We about to wrap this shit up. It's almost we on overtime right now. Yeah, so let me see. Did we answer all the questions? Let's see. Hold on. I think we got a few questions. Where was we at? All right, let me see what these questions are saying. It says, I approached 20 within 2 weeks, no dates, no lays, any salute. 20 and nigga, 20 chicks in 2 weeks? Nah, son. You listen.
That's less than a chick a day.
That's what I'm saying. You need to do more, fam. Let me say something real quick about that.
Real quick, shout out to Charlie Q for the extra 100.
Yes, sir. Let me tell y'all something, right? Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't really understand that y'all really gotta talk to a lot of women, bro. I'm like, y'all don't understand. I mean, like, y'all really don't. Let me tell you something. This is when I realized, because I get reminded about this all the time, right? Because, nigga, I'll meet a chick, and just as quick as I met her, it's over. You understand what I'm saying? Like I go get a drink with a chick, right? Let's say we might smash that night, and then I never see this chick again. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, she about to be on the team or the roster. Nope. It's done. Or you meet a chick, you go on a fucking to get drinks with her, and you think you're gonna see her next week, y'all gonna smash, you don't hear from her again. Or you holler at a chick, you exchange numbers, you set a date, she flake. It's constant. You gotta keep switching them out.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, a lot of them go just as quick as they came. Y'all really, I'm telling y'all. That's why when you're like, well, yeah, it's 2 weeks, I only talked to 21. Bruh, you should be out there talking to women, going to events, getting online. Like basically it should be something that's just implemented into your lifestyle, to be honest. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I mean? It's like saying I work 20 hours in 2 weeks, but wondering why I can't pay my bills and don't have any money. Exactly right. Bro, y'all do not know how fickle and flaky and inconsistent women are. It's insane. insane. Listen, this is why I never really feel sorry for women when I hear, oh my God, I'm so single and I can't find. I don't feel sorry for no plight a woman is having in her dating life. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got to understand the multitude of issues that women are crazy overthinkers and they're insecure. So it's all of these things going on at one time. Like there's chicks that they meet you and then they think about it later and they're like, oh, I don't know. Like I had a chick once who told me, like she was like, we went on a date. Everything was cool. We kissed and doing all this other stuff. We hooked up. And I remember the last time we hooked up, and I knew this was going to be the last time we hooked up just based on what she said. She was like, we talking and we about to smash. She's like, I just feel like I want to know you more. Like I just want like a little bit more. Like I know that, this is like a casual thing, but I just feel like soon as she told me, I was like, yeah, this is the last time. And I said to myself, this is not the last time because I'm going to stop seeing her. I said, I told her, I said, this is the last time because she's going to stop seeing me. I already knew it. You understand what I'm saying? So I smashed this chick and then we supposed to see each other, I think maybe a week and a half after that. We set up the time. Next thing you know, the day of, or the day before, she's like, hey, and I just feel like I need something more. And you see what I'm just like, here we go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, she's gone. Got to replace her. That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys don't understand that that's how shit's going to happen. I don't give a fuck if you're trying to do casual shit. I don't give a fuck if you're trying to find your wife. It's the same shit that's going to occur. Women are going to come in and out of your life consistently. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. Oh man, I'm telling y'all. It'd be the funniest thing. Like you probably bet you'd be like, nigga, this chick she want a nigga. She feeling me. I'm about to all of that shit out the window. Next week when you don't hear from her and she sent you that text, you was like, goddamn, I thought shit was pop. Nope. Sorry. Replace it. It says, like me. It says, why do women try to change plans midway after initially agreeing on your program for a date? Example, having you come over her place instead of meeting you at a restaurant. What? So you're saying they change plans midway after initially agreeing to, well then now you got to charge it to the game. You understand what I'm saying? Like if she's on this change in plan shit, it's like, no, we're not doing that. We still doing this. So you can come see me where I said to meet me, or we could call it a day. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be switching up your shit for the chick. You understand? Oh yeah, he was talking about the guy that called her. He said, I think bro is correct on this one. If she is cold over the phone, there is no point escalating to meeting in person. Let me hit it with the button again. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, if you guys are doing everything correctly, right, then that's when you charge the chick to the game because you've done everything you needed to do correctly. Now, the funny part is that the correct way is to meet the chick in person. That's the funny part. You understand what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm telling y'all, all you need the phone to do is set up the time for y'all to meet in person. That's it. I don't understand why y'all be doing all this extra shit.
That is it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think that's the last question right there. Anything else you want to say, Miles, before we wrap this shit up?
Yeah, man, we got the Manhood is a Skill Set show tomorrow. Make sure y'all check us out. Shout out to K Zag, shout out to Jay Roman, and yeah, Mr. Justin, man. Mr. Justin be on the Manhood is a Skill Set show as well. And then, of course, make sure you check out Lucario at Live at 5. Yeah, man. Make sure you check out Mr. Lucario. And then, of course, check us out Sunday for the Real Game No Theory show. Shout out to Steve the Dean, Mr. 1950K Zag, Mr. Lucario, and myself, man. We're going to be out there 12 noon Eastern time. So make sure you check us out then. All right.
Real talk. All right, people. So that is pretty much it, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in. And we will holler at y'all later. And remember, people, the truth is inside.
I'm sorry. Wait. I'm sorry. And be on the lookout, man, for the spring sale for the Cunningham Elements, man. Be on the lookout for that. I'll send out the. I will send out the details. You know, check my Instagram and all that stuff. I'll let y'all know the special code to put in for the discount and all that stuff. So make sure you guys look out for the spring sale on the Cunningham Elements website. All right.
Ooh. All right, people. So we out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't going to get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You got to understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you got to work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not going to be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculine